Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Dr. Sadia Zafar and today we will discuss about the environmental impact assessment, in which we will discuss about the water resource project. As we know that every human activity or any project has great impact on the environment, or in other words, anthropogenic activities directly or indirectly affect the surrounding things, either the living things or the non-living things. As we know that environment is composed of biotic and abiotic component. There exists a dynamic equilibrium between these components. Whenever a project is undertaken, it tends to disturb these components. To maintain the natural environment, perspectives are studied about the effect and remedial measures. For example, the forest ecosystem disturbed due to the construction of roads or dams. So, every project has different impact on the biotic and abiotic component of that ecosystem of that environment. So every project or anthropogenic activity has impact on the environment, on social life, or on the economic. As we have discussed earlier about the environmental impact assessment, that the impact of any activity is a change or deviation from the baseline situation that is caused by the activity. Types of impact: the impact may be ecological, physiochemical, or on the human interest. An environmental impact assessment is a decision making process that systematically evaluates the possible significant, that may be the positive or negative effects that a proposed project action may exert on natural, social, and human environment of a particular geographic area. Environmental impact assessment was first developed in United States as a result of the National Environmental Policy Act of 1969 for considering the possible impacts prior to a decision being taken on whether or not a proposal should be given approval to proceed. The purpose of environmental impact assessment: identification, estimation, and assessment of important effects that the planned project may have on the environment. Means we should identify or estimate the impacts of that project on the environment, and then the presentation of data on impact in the report for authorities responsible for approving the realization of the project, as well as for the public. And after presentation of the data, then next is the encouragement of the authorities responsible for the approving the planned projects to include the ecological elements in their decision making process. There are some objectives of the environment impact assessment. First objective of environmental impact assessment is to ensure that eventual effects on the environment are considered before the approval of project, and to encourage the implementation of relevant procedures before finalizing the project. And third is to encourage the creation of procedures for information exchange, reporting, and consultation amongst countries. There is the process of environmental impact assessment. First is the identify the project or action, means first is the identification, and second is the screening, that is the screening could include the environmental assessment. The environmental impact assessment not required or required. If the environment impact assessment is required, then scoping and or term of the reference prepared, and then draft in environmental impact assessment, that based on the feasibility studies, baseline studies, and impact studies. After draft making, then final environmental impact assessment, and then make the decision and or environmental clearance. Then based on the decision, project may be rejected or project may be accepted or approved. If the project is approved, then project implementation and monitoring. And the project, if project is approved, then administrative or judicial review, in which the public are also participated, and the project may be approved or rejected. If the project is approved or accepted by the administrative or judicial review, then project implementation and monitoring start, and the project will continue for its completion. The process includes following steps. First is screening, second is scoping, third impact analysis, fourth impact mitigation, fifth reporting, sixth review, seventh decision making, and eighth monitoring. Screening process determines whether a particular project requires preparation of an environmental impact assessment or not. In scoping step, the scoping is a stage usually involving the public and other interested parties that identifies the key environmental issues that should be addressed in an environmental impact assessment. Then next step is the impact analysis. The type, extent, duration, timing, significance, severity, and of the impact is analyzed. And next is the impact mitigation. Ensuring that the residual impacts are within the acceptable levels and to enhance the environmental and social benefits. It is the implementation of measures designed to reduce the undesirable effects of a proposed action on the environment. Next step is the reporting. Report of environmental impact assessment is prepared and submitted to concerned authority. A description of the project is prepared and an outline of the main alternatives studied by the developers and an indication of the main reason for this choice. And then a description of the aspects of the environment likely to be significantly affected by the proposed project. Measures to prevent, reduce, and possibly offset adverse environmental effects. And then make a non-technical summary and an indication, that is the indication of any difficulties, that is the technical deficiencies or lack of know-how encountered while compiling the required information. Next step is review, in which the report is studied thoroughly for any deficiencies or corrections are made. Public participation is the important part of this step, means the review depend on the public reviews or opinions. The next step is the decision making, that involves the deciding whether the project is acceptable or not, means project is rejected or approved. The terms and conditions are finalized in this step, means in this step final decision is taken, either the project is accepted or rejected. Next step is monitoring, that involves ensuring the implementation of conditions attached to a decision. Verification of impacts are as predicted or permitted. Confirming the mitigation measures are working as expected, taking action to manage any unforeseen changes. The concept of environmental impact assessment in water resource project. There are main three questions related to the water resource project. What are these projects and why do we need these projects? And third important question is, why is there a need of environmental impact assessment in these projects? As we know that the water is so important for us as well as for other living organisms. All life depend directly or indirectly on the water. So there are many water related projects for different purpose, and we are getting different or many benefits from these projects. Multi-purpose river valley projects, major irrigation projects, that are the canals and interlinking of the rivers. These are the major water resource projects. Why do we need these projects? As we know that our population is growing so fastly and the water demand is also growing and increasing at very rapid rate. So for the growing population, we should meet the water for the survival of that increasing population. And next is the agriculture. Production of food grain has increased from around 50 million tons in 50s to about 208 million tons in 1999 to 2000. This will have to be raised to around 350 by the year 2025. So, water resources are also important for increasing the agricultural products. Next is the domestic and industries. As we know that the domestic and industrial field is also depend on water resources. Domestic and industrial water needs have largely been concentrated in or near major cities. However, the demand in rural areas is expected to increase sharply as the development programs improve the economic condition of the rural masses. And next is the power generation. Demand for water for hydro and thermal power generation is also increasing as the population is increasing. So, the energy or power generation should also be increased. What is the need of environmental impact assessment in these projects? As a result, water, which is already scarce resource, will become even scarcer in the future. Means already water resources are present in very low number and will decrease in future. These water resource projects have both beneficial and adverse effects on environment as well as socio-economic factors. To attain the sustainability in water resource development, although there is no global water scarcity as such, an increasing number of regions are chronically short of water. There is a graphical representation of the environmental impact of water resource projects. Their impacts has two phases, the construction phase and the operational phase. The construction phase may be beneficial or adverse, means the construction phase has the beneficial impacts or adverse effect, while the operational phase may have the beneficial or adverse impacts. We will discuss all these phases and impacts detail in next lecture. There are some references, and thank you so much for your kind attention.